there. You're listening to CFRU 93.3 FM, 250 watts of community power.
Like I said earlier in the show today, we met some years ago over in the 80.5, the Condor, I believe it is, and it was in Kitchener Station, and we all went there with our own missions, our own purpose. Back then I was promoting some other dances and shows, and of course we met two artists there, one namely being the great Trèson. And over the years we got to meet Trèson, you know what I'm saying. We always catch him with his guitar and he's always singing a couple jingles, getting people smiling on their faces and all of that good stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome the great Trèson. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing so good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
It's an honor to be here, you know?
Yes,
it's a real honor to be here.
Yeah, and how was the drive coming out here, man?
The drive was smooth. I mean, not so much traffic. I mean, you get to that one part in the 401 where it's like, it's always a snow squall.
Yeah.
But, it was meant to be. It was safe traffic.
Trust me. So last time you came to Guelph was what? Hillside?
That would be Hillside, yeah.
Hillside, yes. So, and I mean, you're not a stranger to obviously coming out these ways, Guelph.
Well, I'm always a stranger, you know. Strangers are angels, I say, you know. First,
okay,
I gotta say also big up to my family that's listening, everyone that's listening, the Human Rights family, friends, all the way in, playing Mr. Johnny, playing ping pong, Arab Scarab. It's a great vibe to be here with you, man. Seriously.
Saying. That's what you're saying, man. You had the man called Tréson's coming out here, reunited with people, and you know they're listening right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tyler as well.
Yes, Human Rights family.
Yeah.
But original Tyler, BSC.
Yeah, BSC. And Emmett as well, you know what I'm saying? Emmett Leacock as well. John Leacock as well. The father here as well, listening as well. Fun fact, John Leacock originally owned this show, Crib Anthology, and we took it to the next level, seeing. So enough respect to the one called John and you know the son listening, and you know Emmett from he was at Hillside and whatnot.
You stand on the shoulder. You stand on the shoulders of giants, my brother.
Yeah, man. Trust me. Yo, I mean, hey. So let's. I talked a little bit how we met you. Yeah. Right. This some years ago, and you were already well into acoustic guitar, vocalizing as well. I would like to know. Let's start with that part, you know, where you got into this part here, the intricity of singing and also doing instrumentations as well, and then progressing to where you are now. But let's talk about that part, the beginning.
The beginning for me started in New Vision Home.
Yeah?
Man, Manchester, Jamaica. I was born in Montreal. A lot of people know I was born in Montreal, but then I was...
All right. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, et toi? I've been practicing that.
All right.
Sounded good. But I grew up in Jamaica. And you could look at the coin any way you want, right? It could be an unfortunate thing where you're in a foster care situation, or it could be a fortunate thing, right?
Yeah.
For me, realizing early in life was a fortunate thing for me, because when I moved to New Vision, it was stressful times. I was 9 years old, and I was stressed, you know, and that's when the inspiration of music really revealed itself to me. And my foster parents, Charles and Ernestine Benson, hardcore Christians, and so hardcore Christians were, you know,
which
church.
was sort of common back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had Christians and you had hardcore Christians.
Yeah,
right?
we're in the countryside.
Place called Manchester.
Well, we know it's Manchester.
Manchester, about Coleyville.
Right, where you like the country part, or
it's country.
Yeah. So you know,
Christiana is the center of you have Mandeville and then Christiana, the second town. And outside of Christiana, you have a place called Coleyville.
Right.
And that's where we were. Right, we were on 33 acres of land.
Right.
So I mean, I grew up farming, and this is where the whole, like you said, the whole music for me came, because there was a sermon to dedicate the home, and the inspiration came to me to like fashion a guitar. So I got a piece of board, you know, nails, fish line, sardine cans for the pickup, right?
Yeah.
And that just came out of inspiration, you know?
Why?
And then my foster mom, Ernestine Benson, she saw that and she got me a guitar.
Wow.
And so for the next, I'd say roughly 2 years, I was just, that's all I did. All my playtime, that's all I did. I would sit.
Wow. And you just learn the strings by yourself?
To play. Yeah, learn to play by ear first, learn to tune.
Right.
And then later on, starting reading chords.
Oh, okay, and you got to know what the notes are.
The chords, right? Yeah.
Right.
And then relating that to once I got that, you know, I would listen to radio, and she was into country, so she would have records that we would play. Charlie Pride, Elvis's country album.
Yeah.
You know, Willie Nelson.
Oh,
you know.
yeah. These were common things in the West Indies. Like, you know what I mean? When we grew up, we listened to all these stuff.
Well, most of the reggae songs are a remake of country songs.
Of country songs, exactly.
It, right?
Yeah.
So then that's when music really took me, and I learned to play by ear, and you know, I would listen to the radio and try to figure out the songs in that time. So,
yeah.
That's how I started in music. It's always been that way in terms of playing, writing a song. If I want to write a song, I go to my guitar for that immediate inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Coming to Canada, I came to Canada. You know, I needed direction, so I spent several years in Canadian Armed Forces.
Right.
And then from there,
what was that like, man?
It was an introduction to self. You know, real self, and that you know who you are really quickly, what your limitations are.
Really? What around which time was this?
I came here, this is around 95.
Wow.
Yeah, 94, 95.
So you're going right in it?
Yeah. I came straight from Jamaica. And that's all I chose to do that. It was like self-preservation, right?
No regrets?
No.
No regrets?
No. That was the foundation.
It's what made you you are
it gave
today.
me clarity to who I was. Some of the things that I was capable of doing without, you know, being aware of myself. The military made me aware of those things, right? And even on a deeper level, made me aware of that violence is two-sided.
Right.
And so if violence approaches you and you respond or react violently, then you have a violent situation.
Right.
And, you know, one of the most courageous things or strongest things to do is to, you know, diffuse violence with genuine kindness, you know?
Right. This is what they taught you?
Well, this is what you learn.
What you learn, okay.
If you come to me and want to fight and I don't back down, what's going to happen?
Right.
You don't want to stop. I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Until then what? Right?
So avoid escalation. Right.
Learn to listen. Genuine, because some of the things that's been said to you when you first go there are horrific. You know?
Right. Yeah.
You hear about every side of the coin, from, you know, comments about culture, your color, your whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And your response to that is silence. Not to ignore, but to answer with silence. Right. To listen and then respond. Yes. So it was a powerful time in my life, because then from there it made me know that earlier on the inspiration of music was something that I should really channel and never let go, guard. Yeah. And so I started writing songs, my own songs. My own melodies, and that's how I started.
Seeing. Mm-hmm. So this is cool, man, and you're organically creating all of these rhythms and melodies. By yourself.
It was melodies, a lot of melodies.
Yeah.
And rhythms by how I would play on the guitar. You know what I mean? And it wasn't. I was really like seeing what music meant to me in that sense. Music, I could say, you know, for myself, music saved me. Music gave me the life I have.
Sure.
Because this inspiration of music made me I have to live what I want to sound like.
Yeah.
You know? And the natural sound that is within me is one of peace and love and joy and happiness, right? You can't stray too far from that in your life and for that to be consistent, right?
Right.
And so it wasn't. I started recording when I met Aram.
Okay.
Aram Scarum.
Yeah.
You know?
Aram Scarum, yes.
Aram Scarum, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was my officially first professional recording, because we were working together and I was writing. I was constantly writing, And one day I ran in and everybody like, yeah. And I'm like, no, I can't talk to you. I cannot talk to you.
Seeing.
Because I had to write this line down. And he goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I write.
Yeah. And
so that's how we started, right? Got together and we recorded Moments in Jenny Rocker.
Wow.
And then from that, real talk, because I know Aram's listen, so Aram, you have to big up yourself because this foundation I always set by you. You always know that, right? The practices is what then I kept, right? So then instead of just running and recording anywhere, it had to be what we started, which is a professional sound, professional mix and a master. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where things are at now. You know what I
mean? Wow. And you've been involved in the music scene hard these days, especially in Toronto's music scene. You work with so many artists and producers. Tell me something. How do you find the time, and with all the songs you've been putting together?
Well, before we go any further, we gotta always call Bernie Pitter's name, right?
Yeah.
The great Bernie Pitters, and we call Carol Brown name same time too, right? You know what I mean?
Rest in peace.
And when I met Bernie, I used to drive Bernie to different venues, and he would ask about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Music became really difficult in the city. I mean, to say you're gonna live from it, right? Because
yes, that's been a conversation I've beat down dead with.
Difficult.
Yeah,
right? So
you just
it can't happen.
Yeah,
you can't live.
Yeah.
I mean, you could live, but then you'd have to live a certain way. Instead of you have a car, you have a donkey and a cat. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Because you just cannot. It doesn't equate to the cost of living.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Especially now.
So through Bernie's teachings and encouragements, you know what I mean, to always do the music. There were times when the frustration of just living and expenses and life, and just come and say, I'm not do this music thing. I forgot work and work in an industry where it's gonna take me away from music, right? Because it's not everything you do that will incubate your art.
Right.
I mean,
sure.
The corporate side of things will kill that.
That's right.
You mean
100%?
It will kill it because then it doesn't have
a different narrative.
Yes.
Right.
So he really challenged me to say, okay, I'm gonna do construction, stay in it, but stay in the music. You know what I mean? Stay writing, and once I've done that, like it comes to me. Mm-hmm. Once I want to do it and I make the time to do it. I mean, with everything else that happens in my life, music is the reason why all of that happened.
Yeah, sure.
I have to make time for that.
Yeah.
There's the things that I don't make time for,
Yeah.
But then there's no regret in that because I honestly know that I'm living my purpose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now that you were carrying a solo career for such a long time, we then now start to see that you found a space with the Human Rights Band.
Well, okay, hold on. Before that is like after we released Moments and Jenny Rocker, right?
Right.
We did an EP, Dubmatic distributed. I met Cuss Dylan.
Yeah.
From Freely Entertainment, which is an associate of Specialist Dylan, right? And he came here from the UK and met me.
Seen.
Someone hear my song and fly from the UK and meet me, right? And say, what you have needs guidance and it needs work and you need to write more. And so
he's saying this to you?
Straight up to me.
Word.
And so the songs that we hear, songs like the Michael Rose song with Michael Rose, Mama, World of Problems, these are songs that he produced.
Right.
But then it was different because then you had to go to Jamaica and say you recorded in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's like you have to go to the Mecca.
Yeah, right.
You have to try writing a song in Jamaica.
Right.
Like it comes to you in a way where so many other artists go to Jamaica and record, right? Haven't recorded all of that. I mean, I still live in Toronto and Canada is my home.
Yeah.
And I love Canada. And I will always promote Canada. I will always promote Canada. And the divisions in the music industry came in where people some voices wanted to brand me as a Jamaican artist, right?
Okay.
But if I'm branded as a Jamaican artist, I can't say Canada in a dub plate or in a special.
Right. And how would your biography would go if that was the case?
So I tell them, I'm some virgin. So if my office say it because it's me, right? So, that force, and I mean, that forced the music to want to be here. You know, I grew up in. After I learned to play guitar, we formed a band in the home. And we would play everywhere. We would play at any function you would introduce it or want us to play.
Okay.
So that the home within the band and the collaboration and the family within the music and the respect for the music, first of all, it forces you to have that closeness with people, right?
Yeah. Because the more of the interaction, you have to. It's
the live music.
And then you end up meeting.
You're on stage.
Others. Yes,
right?
Yes.
I started with Truths and when I first heard the Human Rights, I met Friendly when it's Tanya Mulling that introduced me to Friendly, and she said, "The tone of work together, you know." Yeah, man. We have to do something, yeah. And then we started connecting.
Yeah, again, big up to Friendly, by the way.
Friendly, I listen right now. The original man. Friendly.
Yeah, man.
Toronto gang, we call him. You know what I mean? Toronto gang. So then the Human Rights formed, and first time I heard, I'm like, yo, that man a body, you know.
So hold on, wait a minute. You saying the Human Rights formed around when you came in it?
No. The Human Rights formed through Eric Tyler. Somebody call it on Kurt, mate, Friendly. Graham, right?
Yeah, okay.
And then Bernie came in and Friendly came in.
All right, so that man don't start to
talk. And Bernie became the addition to it, right?
Oh, okay.
And so they were a foreign band. I would I performed. I recorded on the first album, and so when they would play, I would just go to the shows and they'd call me up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trèson would come up and I'd sing the one song. But I love the sound. I love how they sounded.
Cool.
From being the band. You know what I mean? I love how they sounded. I really did. Like I saw them. First time I saw them was at Clinton's, and I was really impressed. I was like, yo, and brother, I can play music. I mean, and they had a vibe to them, right? But at that time, I was working with Truths and Rights, the original members of Truths and Rights.
Truths and Rights.
Yes. Ovid, Dengel.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I was getting the two mixed up.
Yes.
Because
something happened. We know something's happened.
Yeah. Well, because I used to see the Human Rights get shows here in Guelph, right? And sometimes I made things say, all right, it's Truths and Rights the same way.
Yeah.
So I was getting confused, but yeah, for real.
With Iwata, right?
Yeah.
Iwata was like the first elder that I met. Who was in Truths and Rights, and that was a family event.
Yeah,
I mean, we would spend time at Kwame's farm, and we would. The whole family would go there. We would cook together. We would eat together, the same pot, rehearse. You know what I mean? I was in that environment, and then we. I remember when I recorded on the last album with Human Rights, not one thing, one after that. I played it to Iwata, and he said, "Who's that? Which band that, Trèson?" I'm saying, "A Human Rights that." He look at me and say, "Trèson, go and sing with the Human Rights." You hear me?
Yes, I.
Go and sing with them. Go there. You know what I mean? And that's how it officially started, right? Then the invitation was sent out, and I said, of course, because it was an answer to a musical yearning. I needed a family to belong to, like a serious family, where when we say rehearsal, we actually mean rehearsal.
Because you was like a Lone Ranger from before, right?
Yeah, I was. You mean, just as an acoustic.
In a good way, folks.
Yeah,
I mean,
lone wolf, because a true wolf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Because so, you don't know, you not fear nothing.
No.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, man, that's really cool. You just come into that formation.
But the family, and I say family, you know what I mean? You see, music demands that you, first of all, you have to play in key, on time. There's strict rules to music for it to sound what it sounds like.
For it to manifest to something good, yes.
But then that manifests itself in physical beings, though, where when you have members of a band that are always together, then that transcends in the way you treat each other, you talk to each other, and relationship, right?
Yes.
Because it's a genuine unification that brings out that sound, you know what I mean? And big up to Eric, good vibes Eric, because he took a lot of that load to really to forge us as a band. through just the work he did, bookings and emailing
for the human rights.
Yeah, man, communication.
Big ups.
We're all on the same. You know, what I mean? We're all on the same email.
Yeah. How many people are in the band?
Well, there's 9 playing when we play.
9 playing.
9.
Yeah.
Right?
I used to have like the likes of the late Carol
Brown. She recorded on a reggae. She used to always be at her shows.
Yes, I remember.
She's actually on the Reggae Strong album, right?
Yeah.
There's a land that I.
Question: Who was that? Who was doing the horn section? Those ladies.
The horns that that's Naomi, and the beautiful.
I said Tarati.
Which one?
Well, I don't know that. I don't know the names.
No. Where did you see them?
I saw them at one of the concerts, and then I saw another gig, and the horn section was there. There were females.
Yes.
And I said,
"Them bad man."
What? But I thought that was part of human rights too.
Yeah, well, the horn section, Tom, trombone player, is the longest member there, right?
Yeah.
But you need that sound so that if subbing musicians out, especially for the horns.
Yeah.
We look for horn players, and we have different musicians that we play. There's a guitar sub sometimes, there's a bass sub, but it's interesting that everybody that joins the band has that same, or the band creates that really. The atmosphere of the human rights create that in the musicians, and it's a special thing, bro. It's a special thing. What you see, what you hear when we play.
Oh no,
this is from rehearsal.
I enjoy it, man.
This is the real live music,
That one little something, you guys, you did put on. I think right when everybody was freeing up from the COVID and Cairo showed up.
Yes.
And since you've been away, I was
that was our CD release at Lynx in the parking lot.
Yeah. And the way the band sounded, and then you come in and FriendlyNess and the whole crew, them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo,
it's practice. It's hard work. It is.
Pure class, and I guess the hard work paid off for all of y'all over the course of how long have you been doing it now with them?
Band is in existence for going on to 14 years.
14 years?
Yeah.
How you say, man? 14 years?
Yeah.
How you say?
Yeah, bro.
What?
And yeah, man. Original members too.
Why? And you did probably about 5, 6.
Yes.
About that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of,
Well, we'll work it out. We'll try to look.
Yeah.
So FriendlyNess says 15 years, and big up Lauren.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No, Friendly, that's how we know. That's what I'm telling you, because I have to keep this thing real. Big up yourself, Lauren. It's been in 15 years, right?
Trust me.
15 years.
Yeah. Lauren, Chocolate Lauren?
Yeah. We big up Lauren Chocolate too. It was her birthday yesterday, but Lauren is the other saxophone player.
Oh, okay, it's Lauren, the saxophone player. Hey, one bad piece of saxophone she run still, star.
Your friend said, "Nah, man, Trey done 10 years."
Yo, big up FriendlyNess, man. FriendlyNess did come down to the late Nicky Dread's show, 40 Dread years on CFRU, and he came down, and I remember FriendlyNess was really surprised with some of my foundation stuff, because I cut those eons ago when I was younger and in yard and stuff. That was actually that one that he was reacting to was a song by Al Campbell, and I had cut that on the original King Jammy's cut, and it was Jammy's himself that give me that rhythm.
Oh wow.
Right?
He'd appreciate that.
He said to me, nobody can.
Duh.
Yeah.
Foundation.
You will run that. So FriendlyNess, before the show was done, I'll run the special still.
It's a murder.
Right? But yeah. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play a tune, and then I'm also gonna get situated with what you send me here.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come back. We'll talk a little bit more, and you can perform a little bit and let them know where I go on.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yeah, man. So we call this a 1-minute intermission, and then we come back with more TRÉSONs. All right. Check it out.
say DJ stand for discover cha. And I come to fling it in the roots and culture. Well then, some me go so. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. So if you're moving weak, you better move and go along, come me now. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. So if you're moving weak, you better move and go along, come me now. Nobody ramp with the thing, do nobody ramp with the thing, because nobody ramp with the thing, do nobody ramp with the thing. And I may tell them again, yo, nobody ramp with the thing, do nobody ramp with the thing. This your one your name king, nobody ramp with the thing, do nobody ramp with the thing. When you exploit the youth, you know I ramp with the thing. What happened to them human rights? And you give the youth them gun, no I ramp with the thing. I take away the youth them life. And when you push the old drugs, you know I ramp with the thing. Parasite you cause no fuss and fight. And if you fight against your word, you know I ramp with the thing. Rastafari is our way of life. So me say yo, nobody ramp with the thing. Do nobody ramp with the thing. Nobody ramp with the thing. Do nobody ramp with the thing. And I may tell them again, yo, nobody ramp with the thing. Do nobody ramp with the thing. This your one your name king. Nobody ramp with the king. Do nobody ramp with the king.
Come down below. I don't want you to ramp with this thing. Reggae music is a serious thing, yeah. Emperor Selassie, he is our king. Reggae music will never die.
You know something? Them never sight, them never felt, them never heard. Violence them a push when them a fight against your word. You don't know say that the hustling are no joke, but them run go left the ganja and get mixed up in a coke. Not ragamuffin, that's not original. Bout you want to lay along with a 12-year-old gal. What kind of sickness, kind of joke that them a run? Open up the gas tank and 525 gun. Nobody ramp with the thing. Do nobody ramp with the thing. So make us a then yo. Nobody ramp with the thing. Do nobody ramp with the thing. And I may tell them again, yo. Nobody ramp with the thing. Do nobody ramp with the thing. And this your one your name king. Nobody ramp with the king. Do nobody ramp with the king. You know something? Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. So if you're moving weak, you better move and go along, come me now. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. Reggae no weak, reggae strong, it's stronger. So if you're moving weak, you better move and pull up.
We are coming, human rights. We're coming to Guelph.
93.3 CFRU. What a wicked segment we have right now with the great Trèson, who is here. And I'm so happy that we have Trèson, because you know what? I'm telling you, he is just a wonderful person, a wonderful artist, and he's giving a lot of people a little bit of a teaser, you know what I mean, in terms of how his voice is. He hasn't got to sing to you guys yet. So we talked about human rights, right? And now you start make some records with them, right?
Yes.
So, you know what I mean? How many records have you come out with in collaboration with Human Rights?
This would be the second.
Yeah. Wow.
Reggae Strong was our latest. and it was dedicated to Bernie Pitters. Right? So if you pick up the album on the back, you'll see an image of Bernie Pitters, which I love that.
Yes.
And we've spent the last year promoting it.
Good.
We've gone to the States. We've gone all across Eastern Canada, all over Ontario.
Wow.
We have more offers coming for performances. So that's the family we have.
Wow.
In fact, we have a show coming in April 26th at the Art Bar, formerly the E Bar.
Oh, right here.
Port of Gain Fest.
All right, yes, Gain Fest. So Gain Fest got you guys down here.
It's also co-presented by Hillside.
See there.
And it's a double bill with PR and Wicked Band from the University of Guelph. Big up Tyler on that one.
Yeah, man. Tyler. Hey, man, I hope he's listening still. You know
he should be.
Yes, man. You must, brother. Come on, it's his original mythology. Yeah, let him know. But I just want to tell everybody that, you have obviously, been in the industry for such a long time, and you've been an impact in this industry for such a long time as Trèson, right?
Yes, I.
So as you have been sort of expanding with your whole career altogether, what do you feel is gonna, what do you think you're gonna do from this point in terms of the latter part of spreading reggae music and even just getting it out to all the other places across the nation?
That's a great question, because one of the things in reggae that can happen is you can do a lot of recording but not a lot of releasing, right?
Yeah.
And there's a process to releasing music. So I've done some work with Reggae North.
Yeah.
ReggaeNorth.com. Big up Tony Anthony.
You know
what I mean?
Large.
And we've released 2 singles so far. One, the first one he wrote, Got to Go Now, which has gotten huge reviews. And that was the second one, which is off of the Keel Street Rhythm.
Right? Yeah.
A song called Stronger, right?
Yeah, which we played on our show a few times.
I love that song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so to answer the latter part of your question is to release the music that I have recorded,
Right.
And one of the things I've been teasing, we've been brainstorming unofficially is an official release of Moments, the original Moments, right? I saw somebody in Nkrumah on Thursday at the tribute at Lula Lounge for Bernie.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And one of the things he gave me, we gotta make a video for Jenny Rocker, eh? Just so you know, official. So right now there's a new release of a single with me and Koss out of the UK. That's all over major platforms where you get music.
True.
And that's just in before Bernie leave him, say, listen, Trèson, don't stop,
Yeah.
Don't stop anything we have, put it out there. Put out everything we have out there.
And everything you've been putting out has been fire, bro.
Well, I appreciate that, bro.
And this goes on to the next part I'm going to say now. Because we're talking about fire. Right? You hear that, folks? I'm telling you. Natasha Von Castle has sent me the song. And
Big up, Natasha.
I was going through them, and we're already going to Montreal, and we're listening to the songs. As soon as we heard this song, we said, whoa. And Bridget said to me, Gaddafi, who we just talked to, he said, who is that? I said, that's Trèson. He said, Trèson. And when we heard the part, I met this, he said, yo, it's a rap. Let's play this. So, folks, I know we got 5 minutes of the show, but I'm going to make sure we're going to make this one count. It's going to be nice. This is Trèson live on 93.3 CFRU, and he's going to give it to you guys live, okay, right here. I want you guys to enjoy it, take it in, and trust me, we'll get back and we'll do all our shout-outs, okay? Check this one out. This is Trèson's, okay?
Yeah, I met this girl. She was too good for me, and so I loved her so. Danny Depot, big up yourself. Human rights. Whoa. I met this girl. She was too good for me. And so I loved her so. Yes, so she'd stay true to me. Yeah, hey. But every time she goes away, I wonder if her heart will go astray. Hey. The love that this girl brings to me, the morning birds all sing to me. It's true, you fool.
Turn them!
When she's gone, when she's gone, those birds still sing their songs. When she's gone, ooh, when she's gone, my love is so far gone. My love is so far gone when she's gone. And when my girl gets in her dancehall vibe,
oh gosh,
she gets in her dancehall vibe. Yo, watch the girl on skin down, step. All the little boys, them, they step to her with their pride. Yeah, I see them standing there in line, hoping just to get a little wine.
What?
Just a little wine now, baby.
Go ahead, girl.
When my girl is drinking wine, sometimes I think that she forgets she's mine.
You're mine.
She's mine. Oh. When she's gone, ooh, when she's gone, my love is. Hey, big up to Guelph on the video on this one, eh? Hillside! Habu!
Oh man, people! I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Did you guys get a treat?
FriendlyNess!
Yo, trust me. Now, did you guys get a treat or did you guys get a treat? All right. I gotta say, man, I know we got 1 minute. This is crazy. We run out of time. All right. So listen up. All right. I want you to send all your social media, all your linkages, all that kind of stuff.
TheHumanRights.ca, MusicTrèson.com, ReggaeNorth.com. Yeah.
That's right, Trésons. We are happy to have you here today.
Thank you so much, man. What a lovely vibe.
And it was lovely that you came here, and what a wonderful, you're a wonderful person, wonderful artist, and we're glad that you came to Guelph, Ontario.
I'm happy I'm here, bro.
At CFRU Studios.
We gotta do something right now.
For real.
Analog sound. Big up yourself and crew, man. The whole family.
Yes, man. All right, everybody. Till next Saturday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Be safe, all right, and be humble. All right.
When she's gone, yes, when she's gone, my love is so far gone.
Trust me.
Join us for the second annual Rock, Paper, Scissors happening February 25th at the Art Gallery.
That's amazing. Wicked.
Yeah, you're listening to CFRU 93.3 FM, 250 watts of community power.